All right, Shalom. This is your brother Thon. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakaha, Kodash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Now, this is another rendition of Tips from the Lord's Men, an ongoing series I've tried to put together for newcomers, brothers who are getting ready to start on their journey with and making lessons and teaching and making videos. I think it's up to 11 parts by now. Ultimately, the goal for the series is there's things about the culture, all right, about our walk and character building, dealing with one another, things you should perceive in the world, things you might encounter in life with family or with brothers themselves. It might not bleed all the way through camp videos. For my rendition, I think I'm going to entitle it, "It's not about the views, the mission is bigger." Because I'm speaking of brothers that are starting out making the videos, maybe going street teaching. You have to understand the goal at hand. All right, one, we want to receive salvation. Two, we're trying to help seal the elect. We're being utensils for the Most High for the word to go out in the earth so the elect can be sealed. Because not all of Israel is going to get this, whether you know it or not. This is for a small portion of people within the nation of Israel itself. They're going to be people who know they're Israelites, but they're not going to fully grasp what they're a part of or endure unto the end to be saved. Let's go to, just to back that up, bear with me, I'll pull it up here on the phone. Romans 11:7. All right, it reads, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded." That's the reality of the matter. Now, keeping that in mind, a big following or a lot of views isn't what you should be looking for, nor is it what you should have of great esteem in your mind. Quality over quantity. That's the Lord's way. And that's how he's always done it. The Lord is looking for people who are going to judge righteous judgment, be trustworthy, have integrity, right? Have the mission in the forefront. What you'll see, you have a lot of groups. They'll have a bunch of numbers. They'll just let a bunch of people in. But then you have to have those people be managed, right? They'll put people in these leadership positions who aren't necessarily competent, experienced, or have enough integrity to be over people. You see, they're not always having the best interests of the congregation in the forefront of their minds. And that's why you see people putting gimmicks in the forefront of the ministry for filthy lucre's sake, to fill their own belly. The Lord doesn't need a bunch of people to get his job done. With that being said, if you're doing this thing sincerely and uprightly, you're not to expect a bunch of people coming in. Now you have particular brothers that may be their walk, where they do have a lot of views, a big following, but trust me, that was built up over an extensive amount of time. A lot of work was put in. And even the brothers within Great Millstone who do get a lot of views, it's still not like some of these camps you see that pop up and it'll get 40,000 views on a video. Got to remember, 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed. There's going to be more people that, even though they're Israelites, who aren't going to make it, and they're going to flock to certain things because they still have residue of the world within them. So they're not going to flock to the straight and skinny. And that's okay. So you shouldn't expect a lot of views and things like that. An analogy I'd like to give, say you're speaking in an arena, all right? And all those people there are watching, they're looking for holes in what you're saying. One, you're gonna be speaking, or you should be speaking with passion, and you're pleading your case, because just how we're putting the world on trial, the Lord is putting the world on trial through his men, calling out their actions, the wickedness going on in the world. In return, they're looking at us and looking for holes in a way to an alibi to say, well, it's okay because this, right? So they're looking for holes in what we're saying. Now you're speaking in this arena. Let's make it small. Let's say an amphitheater with 1,000 people. There might be only one person in there in good faith actually listening to what you're like, hey, this guy's right. He's telling the truth. I need to change. There might be one person in there of a broken and contrite spirit. I think there's a parable like that in the scriptures even. There might be one person in there. Are you going to be timid in your speech? Are you going to, oh, these people ain't listening to me, I'm just kind of go through the motions? Or are you going to be fervent and on fire so that one person gets the message? That you fully cast the net so that they can be brought in and rejoice. The angels rejoice over one sinner that repenteth. Are we supposed to be passionate Regardless if you're getting a bunch of views, regardless, you're supposed to be on fire. To wake up the next day, I'm gonna do another lesson. I'm gonna do another one. You're supposed to be on fire for this thing, man. That's the spirit you're supposed to be in. Let me get that parable that I was thinking about. It's Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter. Let me actually just go there really quick. Pull it up for you all. Bear with me. Ecclesiastes 7. I think it's 28. All right, Ecclesiastes 7 and 28, it says, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not one man among 1,000 have I found. Let me start up a little bit here. I'll start at verse 26. All right, it's Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. It says, and I find more bitter than death the woman, whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. You could lay down your plan and, hey, this baby, this is what we're gonna do. This is what I gotta give my time to for this purpose. A woman, most women, especially here on this side, they're impervious to logic. They're impervious to reasoning, especially the Judite woman. But the Lord's speaking on it pretty much. But the sinner shall be taken by her, a man that doesn't have his eyes on his husband, because how Shah is likened unto our husband, right? We're supposed to have our focus on him. And if it's not, you can be taken by a woman. A woman, you can be distracted by her snares and nets. She could bind you up, all right? That's why we're supposed to focus on this. So fear the knowledge. Verse 27, behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one, to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. What he's saying is one man. If I'm counting, out of 1,000 men, there's probably one that's walking uprightly. But among a woman, you're not gonna find one. You might have to search 10,000. Now there are gonna be women who are saved, but that just goes to show you, man, to add to my point, that not a lot of people are going to get this. Not a lot of people are going to be sincere. There's a bunch of videos that are out to edify on every topic, but a lot of times we'll do a lesson and it's more direct, more technical, and it might not be as appealing or entertaining to most people. They say, oh, I don't want to watch this. They want to go watch the video with the Edomite licking the boots. They want to go watch the video where there's a debate, instead of getting that strong foundation of what they're a part of and the things they are to look for, so when they're tested, they could withstand the wiles of the devil. All right? That's that. And that one man, truly, that one man amongst 1,000, that's Yahweh Shai. He's that mediator. I think there's some reference to that in Job. Let me go. I believe it's in 33. Job 33. Because Job was catching hell, man. He needed a mediator. He was looking for a mediator. He was looking for that one man amongst 1,000. This is Job 33. And I'll start at 21. It says, his flesh consumed away that it cannot be seen, and his bones that were not seen stick out. His soul draweth near unto the grave, all right, to death. He was having a near-death experience, man. The Lord put him. And Job represents the elect. Job was a literal man, but in a spiritual sense, his walk was our walk. It's going to be many brothers, man. They're going to have every excuse to quit, carnally speaking. But if they're of the elect, they're going to operate like Job. All right? Even though Job went through all of that, what did he say to his wife when his wife questioned him? All right, about his loyalty to the Most High. He says, you speak as one of the foolish women speaketh. Shall we receive good from the Lord and not evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips. I believe that's Job 2 and 10 or 2 and 8. You guys can double check me. It's Job 2. It's either 8 or 10 or within that realm. All right. See what on here in Job 33. All right. 23. No, actually 22. It says, his soul draweth near unto the grave, and his life to the destroyers. If there be a messenger with him, an interpreter, one among 1,000, to show unto man his uprightness, then he is gracious unto him and saith, deliver him from going down into the pit. I have found a ransom, somebody to intervene on his behalf. We need somebody to intervene on our behalf, man. And that's Yahweh Shai. If you're able to keep Yahweh Shai at the forefront of your mind, walking uprightly towards him, giving reverence to him, because we were commanded to by the Father, right? Kiss the Son lest he be angry. If you're able to keep that in the forefront of your mind and just put your head down and do the work and grind and grow in understanding, you'll be all right. All right? One more precept. I'm going to go to Ecclesiastes 9, and then I'll pretty much close it up. All right, Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. It says, I'm going to actually read it in the NLT. This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. I'm going to read down through verse 11. It says, whatever you do well. Do it with all your strength. Don't just be going through the motions in your lessons, man. Put some time and energy to it. Cut the camera on and speak with passion. Now, I'm not saying that veer off from your natural temperament, right? Some brothers are more laid back. Some brothers are more rowdy, right? But however, whatever your temperament is, do it with some passion. A great example, Elder Yashawamba, man, he's a more laid back and reserved man, but he's still, when you can feel the passion in it. And again, that comes with knowing what you're talking about. Don't feel the pressure to go into a bunch of deep topics if that's not where you're at in your walk yet. There's milk lessons that brothers do that are like edifying. The Lord has a member of the elect teaching to edify. I like to put it like this. Each member of the elect has their own little group of people who are going to specifically resonate with them, specifically be edified by them. And of course, they'll watch other brothers, but you may have come from a similar walk in life, had similar experiences, have a similar that just vibes with that person. When the word comes out through you, through your utensil, right? We're utensils that the Lord uses to deliver the message, to feed the flock. It just resonates with a particular group of people differently on a deeper level. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? Don't veer out of your temperament, but be fervent when you speak, man. Be passionate when you speak. Mean it. Do it with some. Be yourself, but be yourself in fullness, man, for the Lord. Be on fire. All right, let's continue reading here. I'm gonna read it from the top. Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. Whatever you do, do well. For when you go to the grave, there will be no work or planning or knowledge or wisdom. I have observed something else under the sun. The fastest runner doesn't always win the race. You may have people out there they have a bunch of numbers and views and things like that, but they're grifting the congregation. They're swindling the congregation out of their money. They'll alter the doctrine to fit in with the world or tailor it to members, tailor it to women. They may have got to a position quickly and all of that, but they lack the integrity. They're not thinking about the best interests of the elect of the nation of Israel, of the congregation. All right? They'll do little things that'll be like, that's not right. You'll be able to spot it, and we call it out all the time. All right? But this is Ecclesiastes 9:11 again in the NLT. It says, I have observed something else under the sun. The fastest runner doesn't always win the race. The strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle. And the Lord likes to take things that are seemingly weak, carnally speaking, to people's eyes, like us. We just look like regular men, but we speak on the highest authority in the earth. And in fact, this is the highest position a man could have in the earth. This is the most prestigious position a man could have in the earth. A prophet speaking the word of the Lord, judging righteous judgment, being able to see through the deception, see in the dark like the owl, having wisdom. This is the highest position in the earth, the most prestigious position in the earth. But people don't see it that way. But the Lord is going to use his men to show his strength. Look how he could take something that's seemingly so small and overthrow the greatest thing that people could think of in their mind. All right, the Lord loves to do that, to show his strength and his majesty. It says, and the strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle. The wise sometimes go hungry, and the skillful are not necessarily wealthy. And those who are educated don't always lead successful lives. It is all decided by chance, and it's not decided by chance, it's really decided by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We'll go get that in Daniel 2 after this. It doesn't, NLT, you got to be careful when you're reading in other versions. All right. KJV, it says, but time and chance happen to them all. All right. And that time and chance is based off what the pieces that the Lord moves. Let's go to Daniel 2 just to back up that statement, and I'll leave off. All right. Bear with me, guys. It's Daniel 2 and 21. It says, and he changeth the times and seasons, and he removeth kings, and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. All right? He maketh rich, and he maketh poor as well. I brought this out. A lesson was edifying, man. I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakaha Kodash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.